do? Sayel. So we back. We've been going for a little bit, but right back at it. Only been like what, a week. But anyway, we was talking the other day. What was we talking about?
You created a group chat on Facebook to promote your music.
Yeah, I was on one night, turned up a little bit, and I was thinking.
You don't know how to work Facebook.
No, I really don't be on there like that. So I was thinking, like, all right, I'm trying to promote. So I just put everybody in this group thing, thinking I'm just promoting. And, it had some people that some people not too fond of, basically, right?
Yes.
And what happened, though? But what really happened?
The group chat was created back in maybe the end of January, beginning of February. Certain person, not going to mention any names at the moment, decided to jump in the group chat that she was invited to.
Oh, mind you, I got, after I noticed what I did, when I seen everybody start hitting back, that's what happened. Everybody started hitting back. And I'm like, and it's late night. It's like, I don't even know. It was like 1, 2 in the morning. But it's late night. People starting to respond. And I'm like, oh, this wasn't supposed to be that type of party. So I'm like, how do I shut this thing down? I don't know how to shut it down. I'm like, I can't shut it down. People hit me up, well, all you got to do is this. And I'm like, I can't shut it down. People start leaving. They leaving. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to leave.
You just leave.
So I left.
Wait for everybody to leave.
I left. But some people stayed in it like yourself.
I stayed in it. I muted the notifications, so therefore I did not get alerted when somebody left.
Bull Bang Allegiance.
Bull Bang Allegiance.
That's what it was.
I didn't leave the conversation. I stayed in it to be nosy. I muted the notifications so that I did not get alerted every single time that somebody responded or left. And randomly, I just go in and I check my notifications, and there's notifications from this Bull Bang Allegiance, and it's a certain somebody, and then we're not going to mention any names, talking about how did I get in here. Nobody responded.
And this is what, months later?
Yeah, months. Nobody responded. And people were still leaving and just posting music stuff. And then weeks after that message got sent, the same person wanted to talk about, hey baby, how are you?
Now, mind you.
Now, I'm the only one that's going to know who that's referred to. And that was referred to him.
Now, mind you, though, I could take responsibility for this. Because at the same time, yes, it was supposed to stir up some drama. It's just the fact that by the time people started responding, I already done got out to June because it didn't catch what it was supposed to catch. So basically, I seen it as it was dead. You know what I mean? Now it's like, oh, so such and such said, hey baby, how are you? Yeah, it was intended to do that, but.
And what I did when I saw that message, he was in the room just watching TV. I was in the kitchen cooking. I busted up in the room talking about, see, this here's the shit that I'm fucking talking about. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
What the hell are you talking about?
Then I tell him what I'm talking about. He says I'm overreacting. And I may be overreacting because she's only doing that because she knows that I'm in the conversation. And this person has been trying to stir up drama way before this conversation. Which is why I asked for him to not be in contact with this person for this simple reason. I don't want this kind of drama in my life.
But you know me.
So, he was completely caught off guard when I busted up in the room talking about it. So, instead of me entertaining it the way that I should have, I just left the conversation and left it alone because I didn't want to deal with the drama.
Well, I
should have entertained it, and I should have messaged back, and I should have did this, and I should have did that. But I just decided to leave the conversation and leave it alone. Because at the end of the day, if she really wanted to start something, she knows how to get in contact with me personally to start something the way that she did before.
Yeah, but it really wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that deep.
But she knows what she was doing by sending that message. She knows. Because she's done it before. She knows what she's doing by sending the message because she's done it before.
But my thing
It didn't stir up drama or converse in our relationship. She thought it was going to, but it didn't do anything with our relationship because we are still here 2 years later after she tried to do it before.
My thing was, you can't tell me who to be in contact with on social media.
You're right.
I don't tell you who to be in contact
You're right.
with on
I
social
can't
media.
tell you who to be in contact.
So how you gonna say, well, that can't be your friend? Why not? Ain't nothing going on.
Right, I can't.
We don't speak on there.
I can't tell you who to be.
She don't even like my post.
I can't tell you who to be in contact with on social media. I cannot tell you who to be friends with on social media. But what I can do is tell you how it makes me feel.
But
and with me telling you how it makes me feel, you have to act off of that. But because of the past conversations that I have had with this woman, you need to take that into consideration.
Yeah,
that I don't want that in my life.
I think you take those conversations a little too. Like it's obviously nothing. Like I mean, I can't see how you can
say that it's nothing from you, and I understand that it's nothing coming from you, but I don't know what her intentions are because I don't know her.
She has no intentions.
I don't know that.
You know what I mean?
Because if there was no intentions, you wouldn't be hitting me up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
You was not me.
Exactly, but why? You don't need that situation of where you hit me up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Where was I at?
Not with me. Home sleep. But you didn't have to hit me up. I know that you are in contact with. I know that you are in contact with his brothers and sisters. So why not hit them up for the reason that you were hitting me up? It would have made more sense for the reason that you hit me up to hit his brothers and sisters up.
That was about family issues.
Yes.
Okay.
It was about the family issues. You hit me up for that. But I knew that you were in contact with his brother because you commented on the video that his brother posted. So the fact that you were friends with his brother and you commented on that video, you could have messaged him about it. So therefore you knew what was going on within the family because you commented on that video. But then you hit me up on Messenger on Facebook months after the fact that this happened. Months after. Like you didn't know about it, but you knew. You knew what was going on. So you could have hit his brother up, the same brother that you commented on the video on, but you wanted to hit me up because you wanted to bring up other things talking about that I'm petty. And that's how you know that I'm young and blah, 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 and this and that. No, I'm not petty. I'm with a man that I don't want to have contact with his exes. Because I have that respect that all of my exes that I have had before you, I talk to none of them.
But see, you got some of his Facebook friends, right?
No. Who am I Facebook friends with? That's my ex.
No.
I'm not friends with anybody on my Facebook.
Facebook.
I'm not friends with any of my exes. I've blocked them. I've deleted them.
No, why? Because you wanted to, right?
Because I knew that they were going to continue to hit me up. Because they weren't going to accept the fact that...
So that's what they was doing because you weren't friends with them. You were friends with them.
At one point, in the very beginning of our relationship, I was friends with them. And when I messaged them...
So you telling me it's none of them that you friends with on Facebook?
No. In the beginning of our relationship, I was friends with them. When our relationship got to be more serious and when I got pregnant...
But when you see them, some of them you still speak, right?
No.
You don't say...
No.
You gotta be kidding.
No.
I heard that, man. I think I heard you speak to one of them. Like, at least say hi. Yeah.
Where? Who?
I ain't gotta say no names, but I know.
Because there's only about 4 exes
but you might
that
not call
I've
it,
seen.
So are you seeing exes as far as exes is dating? Or as far as people that you mess with?
When you say mess with, what do you mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Because I don't... to be honest with you, I don't speak to any guys. If they don't know you, I don't speak with them.
Well, they all know me some way.
But if I've went to school with them and I've never messed with them, I say hi. I say hi to people that I have never messed with
even
before.
people that you mess with, you speak to.
No. Who?
Lie again.
Who? Bring up a
You
name.
be kidding me. I ain't gonna do that.
Do we want to go back? Do we want to go 4 years back to what you did in my car? Honking horns and bitches out windows and shit.
I hit the horn. Hey.
The fuck you hit my horn at a bitch that you messed with? No, because you got kicked the fuck out the car.
You ain't kicked me out.
You did, because I got to where you was getting out at. I said, get the fuck out.
Yeah, but I was there going there anyway.
I don't give a fuck. I still said,
Ain't
I
like
still
had to
kicked you
walk.
out. You still had to walk up halfway. I said, get the fuck out.
Yeah, whatever. You should never did that shit, because you know that bitch came over that night, right?
I don't give a
Sit
fuck.
down.
She ain't here now. She ain't here now. Maybe that's why she's in my inbox trying to start up some shit. She's not here the fuck now.
No, trust me, she wasn't coming over.
Right. Right.
What
She
you mean?
wasn't.
Why you saying like
She
that?
wasn't.
Right. What you right? What's who right about what?
Who's been over?
I ain't gonna tell you.
Nobody.
So
Deep down inside, always listen to your mom.
Who?
You. Always listen to your
What
mom.
my mom say?
I'm crazy.
Who ain't? What female ain't crazy? Y'all all got.
What
y'all all-
female walked
y'all all
around 8 months
bipolar.
pregnant in some damn slippers looking for your ass?
Y'all all bipolar.
What female walked around a couple months after having a damn baby looking for her beard?
Shit. Hopefully not the one that's trying to put me on domestic.
Me. I did. Your mom said I was crazy. Always listen to your mom because I was the fuck crazy.
But okay. Now, let's talk about your situation. Your little situation. You said you had a situation that you was uncomfortable with.
What was that?
Or are you uncomfortable with it?
What? What situation was that?
About, we just moved and all that. You know what I mean?
We moved.
So, you know what I mean? Now we got new neighbors. We only been here, 4 weeks, 5, 6 weeks?
A month and a half.
6 weeks, you know what I mean? And, you say it's a neighbor that continues to speak. He speaks.
Yes.
So, I mean, what make you feel like that? What makes you feel uncomfortable about it?
So there's this neighbor that lives about 4 doors down, and
Damn, you know where he live?
it's just
No,
it's just
go
a
ahead, go
guess
ahead.
because it's the next set of apartments. But he lives about 4 to 6 doors down, and
It might be 2 doors down.
I really don't know the number. Really don't know the number, but I really. So he lives about 4 to 6 doors down, and one day I was walking from, because his sister only lives right around the corner. So I was walking from his sister's back to our place, and he was sitting in his car, and all I hear is, yo, yo, yo. I just keep on walking because I'm going to meet his brother and his girlfriend to go in the house. So I just keep on going and go in the house. And that's that, and that was weeks ago. That's about when we first moved in. And then this morning, I go to leave out the house to go to work with our son. And I go downstairs. Our son's walking to the car. I unlock the car, he got in. I'm locking our door, and this guy, the same guy, is at the apartment downstairs from us. And I walked past, and he was like, "Oh, I want to see that." I ignore it. I keep on walking. I'm minding my business.
So now on that note,
I buckled my son into the car, shut the back door. I'm going to get in the front door, moving the stuff off of my seat, and I hear him say, "Oh, have a blessed day." I didn't say nothing. He said it again, "Oh, have a blessed day." I still didn't say nothing. I just got in the car, shut my door, gave my son whatever he needed for the way to work, started my car up, and pulled off. Now, what makes me uncomfortable about the situation is the fact that the house number that I live at. You see the house number that I go into every day. And you also see a man going into my house every single day. You see him coming out every single day. Not only do you see the man, but you see my older son coming in and out of there and taking out trash.
Alright, so...
But my older son has nothing to do with the situation, but because of the simple fact of that you see my man coming in and out, the fact that you had the audacity to say the things that you say, talking about, oh, I want to see that. That's disrespectful to me and also to my man.
So you sure that's what he said?
Yes.
Okay. Now, it's a couple different ways to handle this. It's a couple different. Trust me, I played around with all the scenarios.
We can step to him and address him about it, and just basically be like, please do not do that.
First. I'm gonna give you my situation right quick. I'm back. Basically, I'm back in the trap. I'm back in the hood.
Now,
I really don't want to have to wake up. But, I mean, I understand where I'm at. You gotta live like you live. But it's also, you gotta be smarter. You gotta be wiser. You know what I mean? I learned too much. You know what I mean? I'm in the hood for 2 years. 2 years. Yeah. They gonna do everything they can to keep me from prospering. From getting
he
where
may know you.
I'm plotting on going.
He may know you.
They gonna do everything. So my options is this. This is my option. My first thought is, I mean, it's obviously how it's gonna be is depending where he catch me or when I catch him or when I see him. Now, depending on how I move or how I'm feeling in that angle, I can't tell you
or
that.
the state of mind that you're in at the moment.
Can't tell you that. I will never know until it happens. You know what I mean? But there are other ways. And other than me even confronting, not saying I'm not going to, I can't tell you about that part if I do. But there are other ways. Now I'm gonna tell you ways that you can address the situation if he happens to speak to you again. You know what I mean? And I can also let him know. Now, this is a wiser way for anybody. You know what I mean? Now, I can go to him. There's ways that I can go to him that can escalate. And if they escalate, where does that put me?
In a bad place.
You know what I mean? And there's also...
Not just you, but us.
There's also another way that I can go about it. Another way I can go about it. Now, this is the smartest way that I came up with. Approaching, tell him, look, we're gonna do this the legit way. You know what I mean? You can fall back, don't even speak to her. You know what I mean? Leave it alone.
Step to him and say she feels uncomfortable with you talking to her the way that you're talking to her.
Leave it alone.
She's
don't
got
even
a
speak
man.
to her. I don't feel like I have to explain any of that at this point.
Right.
I feel like all I gotta say, you can, you know what I mean? Like you said, he see who comes in here. So I don't even have to address what's going on.
But not only does he
I'm gonna keep it simple.
But not only does he see who comes in and out of here, but who he's associating with that's downstairs.
Right. So
they know you.
Like I'm saying.
They know who's coming in and out of here.
I'm gonna keep it simple. You can leave it alone, or we can go the legal route. You know what I mean?
Harassment.
Right? Harass. Yeah. You right there. I'm sure you don't live there, but you live there with somebody.
Right.
Do you want them to be reported for what you doing?
Right.
We can go the legal route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to continue, or we can go the legal route. That would be the smartest way. But like I said,
I feel uncomfortable to walk around.
I
feel uncomfortable to be able to. I feel uncomfortable to the point where I can't even go and check my mailbox because I don't want this man outside trying to talk to me, especially when
that's what you don't want.
I don't want to be
uncomfortable. That's what you don't want in a hood. You know what I mean? You don't want that in a hood. You don't want to hear nobody saying that about you. I understand y'all might still be young and all that. But there's ways to do things. You know what I mean? There's ways to do things.
Now, I could have chose to avoid confrontation between you guys, kept the situation to myself since I didn't engage in that conversation. I ignored it, and I went about my business at all times.
You did what you're supposed to do.
I could have kept it to myself and not said anything.
But I gotta do what I'm supposed to do.
But
I gotta do it right.
But I am a faithful woman that
right.
I'm going to
no
bring.
matter which way I choose to do it, I have to do it right.
But regardless of whether it's somebody that lives near us or that's somebody that I see out in public, somebody that I see out in public, I'm still going to say it.
I'm going to say this. If you happen to see him before I see him, and he does say something to you, let him know, look, I'm uncomfortable with you speaking to me, so don't even speak to me no more. After that, if it goes further, you know what I mean? If he doesn't speak to you anymore.
I just felt as though what he said to me this morning as I was walking away was disrespectful, because when I walked out of the door, I could feel eyes on me. So when I walked out of my door, I locked it, and when I turned away from locking my door, I could feel you looking at me. You were looking at me while I was locking my door. I could still feel you looking at me when I walked away.
Now let me keep it on.
And when the way you said what you said, you were looking at me and said, "Oh, I want to see that."
Let me keep it on.
There's nothing else out here at 7 o'clock in the morning that you want to see.
Let me keep it
so
on.
that was disrespectful to me.
I'm gonna keep it on. Men is gonna do that. I mean, men, boys.
I understand.
They gonna do that. They gonna do that. They gonna look. They gonna talk. Or,
and I understand. And regardless, even though they see somebody coming in and out of my apartment every day,
they gonna do that.
They're used to these women, regardless of who they have coming in and out of their apartment. They're used to these women.
2019 now.
They're used to these women, even though they have a man that stays with them and comes in and out. That them women still throw themselves at them. But I'm not that type of woman. I'm not going to throw myself at you. I don't have to throw myself at you. I don't have to give you any attention because you're giving me attention. I don't need that attention.
We're in 2019 now, so you know what I mean. They gonna do dumb stuff like they have no respect. You know
but I have respect for myself and I have respect for my man. So that's why I'm going to bring this to my man. And I'm going to let my man handle it if it keeps to go on.
And I'm going to do it the way I'm supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Because I have to understand that we not in 99 no more. We're not in 95, 96. That's not the way to move. You don't just move like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I can keep myself from that. But I will say, I will try to instill in myself, in my mind, to do it the right way. Like this, I will try to be smarter and wiser as I have trained myself to be.
Which is why this happened. You know what I mean? This happened 7 o'clock this morning. I didn't tell you about it till I got home at 6:30 tonight. I could have called you. I talked to you throughout the day today. It happened at 7 o'clock this morning. I could have told you about it when I talked to you throughout the day. But I contemplated in telling you because I didn't know how you were going to handle the situation.
But you know what?
But I want to try to keep it as civil as possible as I can while I'm living here, because at the end of the day, we still have to live here. This is where your children live. So I want to try to keep it as civil as possible. But so I thought about it. I thought about it the whole day, and I said, you know what? I feel like I have to tell him about what happened this morning because I don't want it to come out as if somebody else was out there and this was going on, although I ignored the whole situation.
Understood.
I don't need it to come back to him about it being a whole different thing. So I feel like if I come to him with the situation and tell him what happened, he already knows about it, so that if it comes back to him from somebody else that something different happened, he already knows about the situation and what happened.
So what
he knows his woman, and he knows how his woman goes.
So what we want from the people, we want y'all feedback on a situation like this. How would you handle a situation like this? You know what I mean? How would you handle a situation like this? I mean, I know we probably get a lot of feedback, like, you know what, I'm gonna go, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of.
And trust me, I understand.
It's gonna be a lot of different feedback from other different people. Women can comment too about the feedback. Women are gonna be completely different of how men are going to react to the situation.
As a man,
A lot of women will
man,
probably be on my side about how I was going to deal with the situation, and a lot of men are going to be on your side about how you deal with the situation.
I mean, you got to, you got to hold your ground. But then it's also like, then it's that smarter level, that wiser level. Like, come on now.
But they also don't know. But they also don't know where we live.
You gotta do it.
They don't know where we live.
Now it's, you have to be strategic. Now it's not about just jumping out the window. You know what I mean? Now it's about being strategic. You gotta live the long game, man. You know what I mean? Learn that from Jay-Z. If you ain't pay attention to it, you gotta play the long game. Even though sometimes he jumped out the window, but he had money to back it.
But I think that if we was just to confront
him,
money
to back him. Somebody had money to back.
If we was just to confront him about the situation, it'd be dead. It'd be done.
All right, but we're gonna catch you on the next episode.